Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So I've been fielding a lot of similar questions lately from folks about Anti-Venom. Things like, does he need to be awakened? Do you want him at high sig? And probably the most common one, would I take him up to rank 3 or even rank 2 for that matter, unduped? So the answer to that last one for me and my roster is no, and I wanted to take a few moments today to talk about why. So what you're seeing on screen right now is a fight that I did with Anti-Venom on the CCP beta server a few weeks ago against Labyrinth War Machine. Now the fight itself is not very interesting, which is why I didn't upload it, but it does provide maybe the best example of why Anti-Venom's signature ability is so important to him. Now if you've never done this fight before, it's not particularly difficult, but the only way to really get openings in the fight is either intercepting or baiting out a heavy attack. So War Machine's Special 1 is next to impossible to dex, and both his Special 1 and Special 2 are very difficult to punish, which means that the amount of block damage and chip damage that you take in this fight is pretty ridiculous. So what I did was spend some time scrubbing through this fight, and for every single hit that I blocked, I captured the source of the hit and the amount of chip damage that I took. Then I calculated how much of that damage I would regen, which if you recall at max sig with a recovery mastery is 74.75%, and finally I totaled everything up. Now before we take a look at the results, I want to make two quick notes here. The first is that I want you to see Anti-Venom's health pool in this fight, which is just under 64,000 hit points. I was boosted quite heavily, so this number is inflated and is higher than his standard health pool at rank 3, which is about 39,000 hit points. Secondly, I want to show you that Anti-Venom finished this fight with about half of his health still remaining. Okay, let's take a look at the results, which I expected to be pretty good, but I was actually blown away by how high these numbers really are. I took a total of 271 blocked hits during the fight, which amounted to more than 145,000 damage. So going back to his health pool, that means that I took more than twice my entire health pool in block damage and didn't die. If I had gone in without boosts, that number would have been over 3 times my health pool. And you can see that the reason that this is possible is because of the amount of health that I am regenerating over the course of the fight. Since Anti-Venom's regen works on any non-critical hit, he's taking all that block damage and just regenning it right back. You can see he healed up well over 100% of his total health pool. An unduped boosted Anti-Venom would have died from the chip damage at this moment in the fight, shortly after War Machine triggers Empty the Clip. An unduped and unboosted Anti-Venom wouldn't have even lasted through the first enrage timer. So this is why I consider Anti-Venom's signature ability so valuable. In longer matchups, his sustainability is excellent. The regen is always on, and the longer the fight goes on, the more health you're going to end up recovering. So there you go, a visual explanation for why I personally will be holding off on ranking my Anti-Venom until I have him duped. Now from a damage standpoint, the dupe makes absolutely no difference, but he is more important to me from a utility standpoint, so for that reason, I'm going to try and pump as many 6-star signature stones into him as soon as I can once I have him awakened. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this one. Let me know what you think about these results in the comments below. If you like this video, please make sure to let me know by hitting that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more content later. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.